Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Check your systems are offline.
Number one for today's hits and all-time favorites.
A grand morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome back, y'all, to another exciting KOP in the morning. Of course, we back on the YouTube channel for sure, y'all. Who's ready for another exciting KOP in the morning? We getting ready for it, y'all. We kind of ecstatic here today. And, you know, we kind of got a special guest, you know, right in here, man. So, this special guest, how you been?
I've been good. Been very, very, very good. It's your boy, Tyrus Lester, back on the morning show, y'all. We getting ready indeed. Kennedy, what's going on, man? What's going on?
Going good. Going very good. You know, we back at it, y'all. Tyrus has been off for a long time, man. He's been doing his thing out there, man. He's been producing, he's been investing as well as I have. He's doing his own little thing, so he's just gonna be kind of on the show. I'll be, you know, the main host still, but you know, Tyrus, you can chime in whenever, man. We good to have you back, man, for sure. You know, it's been a while since, you know, you've been on the either podcast or the morning show, but we're glad to have you back in office, man. And you up here doing your thing for sure.
Most definitely indeed. We doing the thing here in KOP. You know, I remember when you started, man. That was funny. So you started just Kennedy Lucas, and now you back, and your name now is KOP. I've been gone way too long because KOP, I mean, I never thought you'd change your whole name. So, yeah, it's good to be back, and it's good to be back on the show with you and hosting with you. So hopefully that our fans, the Lester Nation, and the KOP worldwide fans like what we got going on for sure. So.
Yeah, so again, I'm just blown away that you back, man. We're gonna talk about some stuff here in the morning show, y'all. Good morning, Lucas Nation fans. It's just it's a bittersweet moment when two good buddies get back on the radio show. If you guys remember back in 2015 when we first hired Tyrus to join our team, and you know, he came back and he's doing the thing up really well. It's good to see you back, man. I'm so happy that you back for sure. So just welcome back. And of course, you know, I heard that you out there trying to make music as well. So it's good to have you back for sure, making these musics, you know.
Yeah, I see you doing your thing too, Kennedy. You know, you had what was it, Swanky? Yeah, Swanky. You had Red Values, Vibe. What was the other one?
I think you mean Poetic Soul. I think Poetic Soul was the next one. Let's see, Vibe, Poetic Soul, Red Vibe. Yeah, that was the other one. That one was really good. Swanky was my favorite.
I heard it too. I heard it. You doing your thing for sure. Music wise, it's great. Swanky was good. So, but yeah, Lester Nation fans, we up here. We changed the studio, of course, to Swanky Studios. So we trying to work on some. I'm trying to do my own little EP album, or maybe we can collab on an EP. You never know.
Yeah, so you never know, Lucas Nation fans. I guess we can kind of announce it. I mean, me and Ty was working on an EP. This will be his first EP. This will be my second. We working on that later on. Later on in the year, of course, 2019. We've got things to do. We got so many things going on. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what we do. We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna mix it up for sure. So excited. So let's go on, Lucas Nation fans. Let's go on to what we got going on for sure. Here, KLP in the morning. Tyrus, if you're not too sure about this, man, the Oscar nominations have came out, y'all. It came out yesterday, so we're gonna read it today, this morning rather. But it came out yesterday. What was it? The 22nd. And really, really good. We have, and I'm just going to read it out. This is the 91st Oscar nomination. So this is the 91st Oscars, which will be playing live on Sunday at ABC, February 24th at 8 o'clock. So I will be tuned in. I'll be watching it for sure, simply because I love the Oscars. We've watched many Oscars, and we did critiques back in the past on the YouTube channel of KLP Entertainment. So I'll be watching the 91st Oscars because this year was really a good year for movies. Tyrus, are you gonna be watching it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching. I'm gonna be watching for sure. Live on Sunday, ABC, February 24th at 8. I'll be catching it in at my house, and we're gonna be watching it, and we're gonna critique and get ready for morning shows. So we excited for sure.
Yeah, so for sure, we've man, I missed you, man. I missed you. So, of course, let me just read out the Oscar nominations, and please, you put it on your Twitter. You can comment below on the morning show, or you can tweet me or Tyrus or at KLP Worldwide or whatever you want to do. Of course, for these nominations, letting us know what do you think for it. Of course, I guess I'll go ahead and start off with the performance of an actor in a leading role nominees. So you got Christian Bale playing Dick Cheney in Vice. You got Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born. You've got William Dafoe in Eternity's Gate. Rami Malek in Bohemian Rhapsody. And Viggo Mortensen in Green Book. So again, that's going to be really, really good for sure. So my vote, let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it real quick. My vote to win this would have to be, again, Christian Bale in Vice is my pick, simply because he's a method actor, so he does his own thing. So it's just really, really, really good to see that he's doing something like that. So that will be my vote. Christian Bale in Vice. What would be yours, Tyrus?
Mine will be Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born, simply because you never thought he would do a role like this. So that will be my pick to win for sure. Of course, Lucas and Lester Nation fans, of course, performance by an actress in the leading role. You got Lizzie Aparicio in Roma. You got Glenn Close in The Wife. Olivia Colman in The Favorite. Lady Gaga, A Star Is Born. And I'll just go and say, that's actually going to be my pick. Lady Gaga in A Star Is Born. But then you can't forget about Melissa McCarthy in Can You Ever Forgive Me? So, again, for my pick, Lady Gaga. Because, she's a singer, and now she's expanding into this role. So, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, so that would actually be my pick as well, with you, Tyrus. Lady Gaga would be my favorite, would be my pick, simply because she's just, she's really done good in that role. So performance by an actress in a supporting role. So you got Amy Adams in Vice, you got Marina de Tavira in Roma, Regina King in If Beale Streets Could Talk, Emma Stone in The Favorite, and Rachel Weisz in The Favorite. So Regina King would be my pick, simply because it was just, she's such a good actress, and she doesn't get as much credit as she should. So that would actually be my favorite, simply because she's just really really good. That would be my pick for sure.
Yeah, so Regina King would also be my favorite, simply because, and like you said, Kennedy, she doesn't get a lot of credit, so she deserves it, honestly, simply because she's doing the thing.
So the next, of course, the best animated feature film in a year nominations is Incredibles 2, uh, The Isle of Dogs. I'm a huge, and everyone knows that I'm a huge Wes Anderson fan. That's kind of where I've got my stop motion film style from, of course. So you had Brad Bird to do Incredibles 2, Isle of Dogs by Wes Anderson. You got Myra, which this is my first time hearing about that movie. A Raft Breaks the Internet from Rich Moore, and Bob Persisti, I probably butchered his last name, in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. As much as I love Wes Anderson with his stop motions, and as much as a kid I am to see Incredibles 2, I would have to go, and I have to give my shout outs to Rich Moore simply because, this is his second movie he's done that I know of, and Wreck-It Ralph was great. But I have to give it up for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, not only because it's Marvel, but that movie, how the way it was filmed, it was just so spectacular. You had all these different comic, elements to it.
Yeah, I gotta agree. That movie, how the way it was filmed, it was phenomenal. So I really hope they go far with this. It teaches us here at KLP Entertainment how our animated animation style goes. So it works, and we're just learning.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just reading these notes here, sorry. So we got the achievement of this cinematography nominees. You got Cold War, The Favorite, Never Look Away, Roma, and A Star Is Born. Let's see. I actually saw this on Twitter. Black Panther actually got a lot of nominations for the movies. A lot of nominations. Of course, you've got the achievement in directing nominees. So these are the directors. Of course, you got BlacKkKlansman from Spike Lee. You got Powell Paluski in Cold War. You got Yorgos Lanthimos in The Favorite. You got Alfonso Cuarón in Roma and Adam McKay in Vice. So sadly, I can't judge on this one yet because I've seen Vice, and I want to go for BlacKkKlansman simply because Spike Lee is one of my people I look up to. But I haven't seen BlacKkKlansman yet, so I can't really say I want to vote for a movie that I haven't seen. So, for sure. Of course, you got the best documentaries. None of these documentaries I really saw, but I also envy with documentaries. I'm actually planning on writing and doing a documentary soon. A little sneak peek for you guys out there. So you got so many of these awards that I'm so excited for. Not to say that the 90th Oscars wasn't that great. It was fantastic because who won last year? Director, I think Jordan Peele won. Was it best new director or best director? He won one of those. So it's just really good to see last year that Black Excellence went on. So I'm really excited about this year. Let us know. What will be you guys' number one pick for the Oscars? Again, premiering on ABC Sunday, February 24th. Of course, we're going to be doing more updates for you guys in terms of that, in terms of music, in terms of movies, coming up very later on within the, the times that we do, the KLP in the morning. So, of course, we're going to play a little music for y'all. We're going to get this music going for sure. But we'll be right back, of course, here on the podcast. So hopefully you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful morning, and let's get up. So we're back, y'all. Of course, we were playing that Dirty Vibes by Skrillex, of course. So we like to play it real good for you guys on the morning show. So we like to do our thing here on the morning show. So hopefully you guys are, you guys are ready. You guys are up. We're on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. So for sure, man. Of course, we back here in Swanky Studios, of course, filming KLP in the morning. And of course, I'm not here with just me. I'm here with a special guest. Mr. Tyrus Lester is back in the studio, y'all. He's back on the show. So, man.
Yeah, feels good. Feels good to be back. I'm just chilling in the back. We doing our thing. So, just wanted to give a shout out. Of course, Resident Evil 2 from IGN gives it a 8.8. So, it's a good one. I was hoping the score would be a little bit higher, but 8.8, that's still a B plus. So I definitely will be playing it. And I actually did see your video, Kennedy, on Twitch and YouTube. You did a demo live stream, so that was pretty funny. It was scary as shit, but it feels good to do gaming again. So I really do appreciate that. And kudos to Resident Evil 2. They put a lot of thought into it. They did what they did, and they're still going to get some sales out of it on this coming Friday. So we get ready for it.
For sure. Of course, Resident Evil 2 receives an 8.8. I agree with you, Tyrus. I was hoping that it would get a higher rating than that, but hey, you can't win them all. You can't get perfect hundreds on them all. So of course, we getting ready for it. Hopefully that they're gonna get some sales. We down with it, and we good with it. So for sure, we're going to do the thing here. Of course, we're going to talk about some news. We don't have any shout-outs, surprisingly, today. So, sorry for all the people who wanted the shout-outs again. Nothing came across our desks for shout-outs this morning, so can't really shout out what we don't have. But if you would like to have your company, your organization, your community, any forms of shout outs you would like to have, just shoot us a DM. DM me on my Instagram accounts or the KLP Entertainment accounts. So if you would like to have your organizations or communities shout out on the morning show, please. It's all free. KLP Entertainment will charge $0 for admissions for the shout out. So again, it's free for everyone out there who's listening to us live here on KLP in the morning. I have to get used to saying just us live now because Tyrus is in the studio versus the previous KLP in the morning. I was just flying solo, and I had Veronica in the back there. I see you, Veronica. Hey, Veronica. Hey. So, sorry, Veronica is one of our assistants, man, and she's doing her thing, man. She's working hard in the behind the scenes, A lot of people don't give credit to the people that work behind the scenes. Trust me, I still work in businesses now where behind the scenes people don't really get a lot of recognition. But we got to give a shout out to the KLP Entertainment assistants, man. They do a good job on social media and make sure we sound good, and we really have grown over the years, and I'm proud. Back to my story, what I was saying, we're getting used to, having Tyrus back, man. It's been too long, my brother. It's been way too long since you've done it. So I'm glad to have you back for sure, man.
It's so good to be back. KLP, doing your thing. A lot of people, people say, hey, where's Tyrus? What's going on? Is he coming back? It's like, yeah, I'm coming back. I'm coming back for sure. So,
but again, let's talk about more of this stuff. Of course, what we have here. I'm sorry, y'all. We have to do things on notes simply because there's so much we can talk about. We just have the time limit, and that's what Veronica's kind of doing. She's doing her thing back to. Ooh, she's so sexy. Sorry, Veronica. You cute though. Of course, Netflix is the first streaming company to join the MPAA. Of course, Netflix is going a long way. Netflix is going up in pricing, though, y'all. If y'all haven't seen it or heard it yet, of course, Netflix is going up a whole $1, and I don't know how I feel about that.
It's just $1. Just $1.
I know it's just $1, but it's just still, that's a whole $1, Maybe that's just me being cheap. If you know me quick, Lucas Nation fans, I can get a little cheap sometime, man. I love it. So, of course, UPS will expand the Amazon Key-like delivery service into 10 new cities. I don't know how I feel about that. That's going to be another podcast or another radio show, Tyrus, where I talk to you. I didn't even tell you about the USPS experience I had, but I'll tell you later podcasting, okay? For sure. Let's see what else is going on. Google fined $50 million for a GDPR violation in France. God damn. Dang, Google. Google getting in trouble for sure. Damn, that's a lot of money. What would you do with $50 million, Lucas Nation fans? What would you do for that $50 million? If you were getting sued from a company for $50 million, what would you do for sure? I know what I'd do with it. I spend some sort of money on it. I'll probably invest in stocks and movies, but
I would probably buy a bigger house. I mean, my house is pretty decent size, and I'm not just bragging, but my house is pretty good. And Kennedy, I actually been to your house. Your house is nice. Like you upgraded. You upgraded since the last time we hung out. So you got an all new TV in there. You doing your damn thing. But yeah, I would spend that much for $50 million.
Yeah, so I probably would too, man. I probably would get a bigger house, maybe a different car. I love my car now. Lucas Nation fans, if you haven't heard about Ashton Sinclair, please go to my Instagram. Oh, I love that car. I do. I really do. So we're gonna wrap it up here again, Lucas Nation fans. We looking at Veronica. She's looking at me, and she's like, "Hey, we over the time limit." This has been a very fun KLP in the morning. I actually enjoy these, man. Lucas Nation fan and KLP Worldwide and Leicester Nation fans, y'all, stick with us, man. Comment below if you enjoyed the two-man band again. We back in it. If you guys don't know Tyrus Lester, man, he's a good friend of mine that we hired for KLP Entertainment back in 2015. So that was approximately like 4 years ago. And I know we did all kinds of crazy stuff. He came back to do the E3 address in 2018, late summer. So he's back. He's back in the studio, man. He's back doing his thing. Expect more from him. Of course, like I mentioned before, the EP with me and him. Why not? Of course, you got songs like, you got bands like Maroon 5, and then you got Run the Jewels. They can have songs together that have two people running the show. So I'm excited for it, and I'm excited to see what me and Tyrus do on the KLP in the morning and Lucas Chat podcast when that comes back. Man, Tyrus, it's good to have you back, man. I enjoyed it. Welcome back for sure, man. Welcome back.
It's good to be back. It's so good to be back. And follow me on my social media. It's out there. And the link description going to be in the below, right? Yeah. So it's going to be down there. So check me out. We're doing a lot of good things with my company, my separate company. So I'm excited. I'm excited indeed.
So yes, Lucas Nation fans, of course, this is going to wrap it up. KLP in the morning with yours truly, KLP and TL, Tyrus Lester, man. Stay tuned later on this weekend as for more social media and more videos to come out this weekend. Of course, the season finales of Cooking with Chef KLP Season 2 is coming up, and I can't wait to show you guys my next cooked meals. So hopefully you guys have a fantastic Wednesday and have a great, fantastic rest of your week, y'all. We signing out saying so long, y'all. Stay swanky.